Subliminal, Sean, Strawberry Love, whatever you know him as, he has a very huge stake in the community, and it's very important to him for his motivational speaking for kids. He also recently was invited to a school in Connecticut that's headed by Dr. Stephen Perry.
Sorry.
Steve Perry, I knew.
Isn't that the name of a rock and roll?
Well, he used to be on CNN. I guess he also does music, because I only know Steve Perry from Oh, Sherry, I'm in love, happy. Hold on. That's the one I know. All right, so anyway, but in all seriousness, you will be going out to that school to speak to a school that has 100% graduation rate right now in Connecticut, which is amazing. And the school has also been visited by Dr. William Cosby, Bill Cosby himself, 3 or 4 years straight.
I love that.
You will actually have an opportunity to meet him. It's one of his idols. But we idolize this man as well too for everything he's done in the community. We want you to please give it up and a warm reception right now for the one and only Strawberry Love, Subliminal, or Sean Mauricette.
How's everybody doing tonight? Can we give it up for Mark and Jen for that amazing introduction? Wow, what an honor. I normally don't write speeches, but I had to write something for this one. First off, I'd like to thank the Aroni Awards for this great honor. And one thing that my travels have taught me is that kids are kids no matter where you go. Whether it's the youth in St. Paul's, Bristol, the UK, the South Bronx, or right here at home in Toronto, our youth all need outlets for their creativity now more than ever. Although sometimes it looks glamorous, the choice to motivate youth, it's not always a smooth path. For those of you who have watched my videos on YouTube, please understand that my work is not government funded, it's not grant driven, and oftentimes I'm not staying at the Hilton. It's the opposite. I fund my own work, I book my own flights, and oftentimes venture into neighborhoods that most people wouldn't want to even drive by. Recently, when my boy in Atlanta picked me up from the airport and offered to drive me to my destination, once I mentioned that I was going to Shamrock Gardens, his face changed. He said, "Why is this Canadian coming all the way down here to work with them big-ass kids?" The answer: because they need to see and be exposed to something else. After the recent shootings in the Jane and Finch community, I have people asking me, why would I go in and work at the very school that the shooting victims were from? The answer: because the students need to see and be exposed to something else. Thank you. That same positive exposure has, in just the past 2 days, led me to be invited by Dr. Stephen Perry's staff in the United States to meet with Dr. Bill Cosby at this event next month in Connecticut. My point: sometimes you just never know who's watching and who truly appreciates those who choose to expose the next generation to that something else. Who choose to show these kids that we can't all be gangsters, that we can't all be thugs, that some of us are educated, some of us hold degrees, and some of us are blessed to have the world's best support system. And in my case, that best support system is my beautiful newlywed wife. And I know that it's not easy being with a man who wears a lot of hats, but here tonight I share this award with the one person who's got my back in times when I feel unbelievably discouraged and times when I'm on top of the world like right now. Thank you, Mrs. Nadine Mauricette, for your undying committed support. Thank you. I would also like to give a special thanks to Godfrey Fletcher in the United Kingdom, Abayome Babatunde in the South Bronx, and Brent Sobel in Atlanta. And of course, Mr. Tony Juno Baptiste from the Taibu Community Health Center in Malvern for working tirelessly to bring my L.I.F.T program to their communities. Not everyone understands the importance of the arts and the impact it can have in people's lives, but these brothers do. And I share this award with all the kids who picked up a pen for the first time, to write a verse, who spoke nervously into a mic for the first time, and to those youth who I may have helped find that right direction. This is what it's all about. To all the educators, principals, VPs, youth workers, guidance counselors of the world who understand the importance of my L.I.F.T program, thank you. Our youth need role models, but most importantly, we need our parents to be parents and active in their children's lives. As a community, let's continue to lay these important foundations together and lift our youth. Looking out and seeing everybody here makes me just feel so proud of our people. While I was in the United Kingdom this past year, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was asked to write a poem after reading an article, "What if there were no black people?" So at 4 o'clock in the morning, while traveling on a bus to Manchester, I wrote this. What if there were no black people? If there were no black people, what would happen to soul? We have R&B with no beat, now that's blues for y'all. And if we didn't have the blues or the swing of jazz, the world would never know what it missed and could have had. The sounds of Ella, Teddy Penn on tracks with Mr. Coltrane, James Brown, and the opportunity to let freedom reign. Martin Luther King had a dream, we found the word equal. Minus the word blacks, the world lacks that new sequel. Add the word facts, count the stacks, history acts as though we would never hear that we all the word impact. Imhotep my soul and mind, for we were once kings, building pyramids after Sphinx with traffic lights for traveling. I know why the cage bird sings, Maya Angelou wrote such things. Our contributions to the future are beyond breathtaking. Ladies and gentlemen, let the world know, if we were never blessed with the darker tones, melodies would never be the same, and neither would the word soul. That's all.